Morning all of you. Welcome back to course Artificial Intelligence. Our today's topic of video is Introduction to A-star algorithm. So in the previous video we discussed about the BFS algorithm and we understand it with the help of example. Now today we are going to discuss more about another informed search technique algorithm called as A-star. So A-star is one of the optimal algorithm or a best informed search technique algorithm. So A-star is a advanced version of BFS that you can say, and what is the use of this algorithm is used to find the minimum cost path from source to destination. So it is very powerful algorithm used to increase the performance of artificial intelligence. We can say that A-star is optimal as well as complete. Why it is called as optimal? Because it is in case of A-star algorithm, it is guaranteed to find a minimum cost from source to destination. That's why we are saying that A-star is one of the optimal algorithm, and we are also saying that it is complete. Why it is complete? Because it helps us to find all the possible path from source to destination. So that's why we are saying that A-star is optimal as well as complete. As I told you, A-star is one of the best searching algorithm in the category of informed search technique, and this algorithm can be used in various applications such as maps. Now let's discuss the algorithm. Now this is what a A-star algorithm, but if I directly explain algorithm you will not able to understand. First of all, I will explain the example and then we'll understand the algorithm. That will be the better for you. So in A-star algorithm make use of a heuristic. Okay, in case of a informed search technique, all the searching techniques make use of a heuristic value. We already understand what is the importance of heuristic value or heuristic function in the previous video. Again, I just recall, heuristic value tells us how far you are away from reaching to the goal state. So it helps you to estimate. Heuristic means what? It's just like a estimate. It's not fixed. Okay, it just estimate that this much will be the cost from your current state to the goal state. So heuristic play very important role because it gives you idea how far you are away from reaching to the goal state. According to that you will decide whether to follow this particular path or not. But in case of uninformed search technique, this thing is not there. You are just blindly following the different path. You are just exploring all the possible path. You don't know, there is no heuristic, so you will not understand how far you are away from reaching to the goal state. So A-star algorithm make use of a H value. So here this is a diagram which gives you some idea. Actually S is a starting state and this is your goal state, and we can say N is a intermediate state, because in order to move from your initial node, or you can say source to destination, there will be n number of intermediate states are there. So in case of A-star algorithm we mainly focus on three value: F value, G value and H value. Okay, so we need to understand what do you mean by F value, what do you mean by H value, and what do you mean by G value. Now let's consider this S is a starting state and this one is a goal state, and N is a intermediate state. So in between starting state to goal state we have n number of intermediate states are available. So this is what the G value. G value means what? Cost of a path cost. Okay, what is a cost to move from starting state to intermediate state? So that cost is called as a path cost. Okay, G value represents the cost of a path to move from source to intermediate node. This is a G value. Now this N also have H value. What is a H value? H value represents the heuristic value. Okay, this is what a straight line distance, or you can say it is calculated by using Euclidean distance. It represents the distance from that particular intermediate node to goal state. So here this is your goal state, so this is a h value, so h value is assigned for this. This is a g value, this is the h value, and from this you will calculate the f value. So what is the f value? F value is a cost. Okay, f value represent the total cost for that particular state. So f value can be calculated by addition of these two, g of n plus h of n. So this thing should be known to you. Okay, these three things are important. F of n equals to g of n plus h of n. F is a total cost, where g is a cost to move from source to that particular node that we are considering. H value represent the cost of a node to reach to the goal. Okay, now let's take a simple example. So in order to explain A star algorithm, we'll consider this particular graph. So now here you can see various values are there. So the value which is written in the box, okay, the value which is written in the box will represent the h value. I already explained what is the h value. H value represent the it's a value of it's a cost to reach to the goal state. Okay, estimated cost to reach to the goal state, and the value which is represented on this arrow will represent the g value. G value represents what? Cost of a path. Suppose I need to move from node 1 to 2. What is the cost? 2. And this 10 is a h value for 2, 12 is a h value for 1. So similarly we consider total 12 nodes, out of which 1 is a starting node, 12 is your destination node, or you can say goal state. Okay, this is a starting state and this is what a goal state. So you need to move from your starting state to goal state, and in order to search a minimum cost path to from source to destination, we'll make use of a star algorithm. Now let's discuss how A star algorithm can be used to find out the minimum cost. So obviously here we are making use of two lists. One is a open list and second one is a closed list. Suppose open list consists of those states which are not explored yet, but the state which is part of a closed list considered as that state which is explored, okay, for which successors are already being developed, and you have considered this. Okay, so in this A star algorithm we'll make use of two lists. One is a open list and second one is a closed list. So I just explain what is the importance of open list and what is the importance of closed list. Now let's start from the source node or source state, that is 1. So initially in order to calculate the f value for 1, we have to use this formula g of s plus h of s. So initially g value for 1 is 0. Obviously in order to move from 1 to 1, the cost is 0, so the value g value is 0, but it is having h value. What is the h value? 12. So what is the total cost for 1? It is 0 plus 12, that is equals to 12. So f value for source state 1 is 12. After that, what we need to consider? We need to consider the successor. What are the successors of 1? So there are two successors. One is 2 and second one is a 5. Now in open list we need to insert 1, and in bracket we have mentioned the value. So this is a f value for this one. What is the f value for 1? 12, and it is being inserted into open list. After considering this, we need to add it to the closed list. Okay, now let's take a successor of 1. One successor is 2, another successor is 5. Now let's calculate the f value for 2. How to calculate the f value? Again this formula, g of n plus h of n. G of n is 2, h of n is 10. So 10 plus 2 equals to 12. So that's why f value for 2 is 12. Similarly, we need to calculate the f value for 5. It is nothing but addition of g of n plus h of n. G of n is 1 and h of n is 13. 13 plus 1, 14. Now between these two, which one you will consider? Obviously you will select the state which is having a least cost. So 2 is having a least cost, that's why we will consider it. So we just take out it from open list and we are going to add it to the closed list. So after 1 you need to consider 2. Again the same thing, you need to check the successor of 2. What are the successor of 2? One is a 6 and second one is a 3. So first of all we consider 3. So we'll calculate the f value for 3. How to calculate the f value? so you need to calculate the f value. So g of n, so this is 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 16, that is equals to 19. So f value for 3 is 19, so h value already given as a 16, and you need to calculate the g value. How to calculate the g value? In the previous case here, the cost of reaching it's a cost of path to reach from source to that intermediate node. So in this case intermediate node is 3, so it involves a cost to move from source to that intermediate node. So 2 plus 1 3, 3 is a value of g of n, and h of n is 16, so 16 plus 3 equals to 19. Similarly we'll calculate for 6, again the same thing, g value is calculated, 2 plus 3 5, and what is the h value for 6? 7, 7 plus 5 13. So for 6, sorry, yes, 7 plus 5 12, so for 6 the value is 12. Now in open list we have 3 states, 3 6 and 5. Which one is having lowest cost? 6 is having lowest cost, that is 12. So after that we need to consider 6. So 6 is taken from open and added to the closed list, so its cost is 12. Okay, the cost of state 6 is what? 12. After this, what are the successors of 6? Two successor, one is a 7 and second one is a 10. So similarly you need to calculate the f value for 7. How to calculate this? 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 1 6, 6 plus 11 17. So for 7 f value is 17. Similarly we need to calculate the f value for 10. How to calculate it? 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 4 9, 9 plus 4 13. So for 10 its value is 13. So now in the open list we have total 4 possible states, 3 5 7 and 10. So which one is having a minimum cost? So 10 is having minimum cost, so after 6 we need to consider 10. So we just take out the node 10 or state 10 from open list and add it to the closed list. Okay, after 10 what is a possible? 11, only one possibility is there. So again you need to calculate the f value for 11. How to calculate it? 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 4 9, 9 plus 3 12, 12 plus 1 13. So for 11 its cost is 13. Okay, for 11 cost is 13. So now you need to consider which one is minimum. Obviously 11 is minimum, so you need to take out this and you have to add it to the closed list. So what is the successor of 11? 12. Now we have to calculate the total cost or f value for 12. Its h value is 0. Okay, why its h value is 0? Obviously the cost of moving from goal state to goal state is obviously 0, that's why its h value is 0. But it has a g value. How to calculate g value? G value 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 4 9, 9 plus 3 12, 12 plus 1 13. Okay, so that value is 13. So f value for 12 is 13. And now we have to check whether it's a goal state. Yes. So what is the total cost? 13. So this is how we have found the minimum cost path from source node 1 to destination node 12. In this way we have found, and in this way this A star algorithm works. So this is what an example. Now we try to understand the algorithm. Okay, I think it's better to understand example first and then algorithm, so it will be easier for you to understand the algorithm. Now what is the objective of A star algorithm? To find the minimum cost path from source to destination. So here we consider 5 notation. Capital S represent the set of states, small s represent the starting state, capital O represent the set of transition operator having some cost, where G, capital G is a goal set of goal state. Obviously in this case we have only one goal state. Then H value is a heuristic value. Okay, H value is a heuristic value. It is a cost to reach from source to that particular node to destination node.